Hello, everybody. It is me. I have Willow. She's right here climbing on my lap. Say hi, Willow. And today I'm going to do an unboxing. I have a big pile of boxes and Amazon packages here. I'm going to open them up. I went on like a book buying bender. And I'm going to show you all of the cool books that I ordered. So I have my box cutter. I have my dog licking my feet. Hi. No, please don't bite me when I have sharp things in my hand. No, she's just like licking my hand. Willow this morning learned how to navigate the steps, so it's great. It's great. All right, I have first Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This is a book in verse, which is not something I usually go for, but I really wanted to read it. I'm doing a reading vlog soon where I'm going to do, because it's Pride Month, all Pride books, and I really worked hard to find books that covered a wide range of people. Please don't chew the box, Willow, stop. My apologies. No. So this is about a Michael who's a mixed race gay teenager in London, and so he's struggling to fit in, and he discovers the world of drag, the drag society, and that's where he really comes into his own. So I'm really excited to read it. Plus, on a personal note, my dad had a huge thing for pink flamingos, so Black Flamingo, I'm like all about anything flamingo. I also have here, this is another book I got for my reading vlog, and that is Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating. It is about a girl named Honey who she tells her friends that she is, I'm trying to say, okay, she has a toy, she's good. Honey tells her friends that she's bisexual, but her friends are like, you can't be bisexual if you only like boys right now, because she's only dated guys. So she says that she's dating Issue, who is more focused on her grades than relationships. So it's a whole fake dating trope. I like the representation of bisexuality. I really like the representation of overcoming the stereotype that if you're bisexual and only dated people of the opposite gender, then you aren't really bisexual, or if you're in a long-term marriage relationship, etc., with someone who is of the opposite gender, then you are obviously not bisexual, because that is not true. Your sexual identity is still your sexual identity. And so I am really excited to see all of that explored in this book. All right, next I have my book of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. I've had this for a while, and I just haven't opened it because I knew I wanted to do this unboxing, and I was waiting for a box that just came today. There were so many good choices for this month's book of the month, so I went kind of rogue. I was going to do an add-on from last month, but instead I got 3 books that were this month. I like this bookmark. I love having the last word. I love all these bookmarks. They're so cute. So my official book of the month is Sky Falling by Mia Mackenzie, and it's about a woman, and in college she had donated her eggs, and then years later a girl finds her and says that she's her biological mother, and then the woman, whose name is Sky, discovers, is trying to figure out what to do about all this. And then on top of all of that, the woman who she had tried to pick up in the bar recently is the aunt of her biological daughter. So there's that complexity as well. And I just thought it sounded really interesting. Plus I like the colors on the cover. I got a book I have been super excited to get my hands on for a long time, and I'm just kind of afraid to read it a little bit because I'm afraid it won't live up to the hype, but I still got it. And that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid wrote Daisy Jones and the Six, along with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is one of my absolute favorite books. This takes place in the 80s, and it is about an end-of-the-year party and just kind of everything that is surrounding this end of summer party and everything surrounding it. Basically, it says, by midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the Riva mansion will have gone up in flames. So it's just everything leading up to this wild end of summer party. And I love the color on the cover, but I am very afraid that it is not going to live up to Evelyn Hugo, which is one of my favorite books. The last book I got is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I know I pronounced that wrong. This is like a dark academia book, which is becoming like a super big thing. Hello, Willow. And basically it's about a girl who, I don't even know what this is about. It's a psychological suspense book weaving together Greek mythology, murder, and obsession, which to me is enough. I have not read The Silent Patient by the same author. Hello, babe. Okay, Willow's on my lap now. She's going to help. But I've heard good things about it, so I'm super excited to read this. All right, I have another box here. No, let's not jump on me when I am holding sharp objects. I feel like that's a terrible, terrible idea. Probably should have at least like opened these ahead of time, like sliced them through the tape, but it is what it is. All right. What is this? Okay. This is a book that I saw on Prue's Project's vlog, and she kept going on, she kept going on and on and on about it, and so I was like, it sounds awesome, and that is Senlin Ascends. There's like some sort of something sticky on this. Ew. Oh wow, there's like something sticky like all on the bottom of this book. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that off. But this is by Josiah Bancroft, and it's basically this guy named Thomas Senlin. Please don't look whatever's spilled on Mommy's book. And he and his new wife go to the Tower of Babel, where it is, whatever is on my book like smells. They go to the Tower of Babel, which is this tower, and like each floor is like different factions and groups and all of that. And he loses his wife. And it's a world of geniuses, tyrants, of luxury and menace, of unusual animals and mysterious machines. And it's him like navigating throughout the Tower of Babel in order to find his wife. And it just sounds really good. So it's like part of our quartet. So I'm definitely excited to try it out. But I am worried about whatever. It doesn't smell bad, whatever is on. Smell on the book, but it definitely smells. Alrighty. What is next? Alright. I got the next two books in the Grishaverse series. I got Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I did read Shadow and Bone, and I really liked it. It was a little overwhelming because there wasn't a lot of world building that went into it. You kind of are like thrown into the deep end and like figure it out. And you do eventually figure it out. But I liked it enough that I got the second and the third book, and I bought them all simultaneously because I also wanted to make sure they all had the same cover. So these also deal with the Grishaverse. And it's also a show on Netflix. I also got Mirage. I love this cover. Oh my gosh. By Sumaya Daoud. And it's about a girl named Imani. It's a sci-fi book, but it's not like heavily sci-fi. Who, she wants to change the world. Hello, Willow. And she is kidnapped at her coming of age ceremony and taken to the palace because she's a dead ringer for the princess, who is not a very popular person. So she's taken there to be kind of the princess's body double. So if someone tries to attack the princess, they will attack Imani instead. And this is a duology, which I'm excited to read. The second book is out now. It comes out in paperback in August. So I think I'm going to wait and get it in paperback. Because if you get the hardback of Mirage, the cover does not match with the paperback or the second book. So I wanted to wait. Next, I have Guapa by Salim Haddad. And it takes place in an over the course of 24 hours, which I thought was pretty cool, in an unnamed Muslim country. And the main character, Rasa, is gay, so I'm going to do this during my Pride readathon. Willow, what are you doing? And he is caught by his grandmother with his lover. And so it's him kind of going about that night trying to find his friends and figure out what to do. All right, next I have a pretty big order. I did a book outlet order. I'm really worried about what shape these books are in because it was raining here and the box was kind of left on my front porch. there was no like attempt. There's like a little bit of a lip that it could have been put under to keep all the books safe, and like part of the box is ripped and everything's like a little wet. We'll have to see how it goes. Like the box really has seen a lot better days. All right, let's see what we got in here. I got a lot of books. Oh yeah, I have a ton of books in here. They're not in terrible shape. Taking some paper. 1 moment. Yeah, she had gotten some of the packaging, so I had to get that from her. All right, so I have a few books that I got from Book Outlet. The first is Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson, and it is about a girl named Mary who allegedly killed a baby. And it is basically her trying to set the record straight and clear her name. I also have Agnes at the End of the World. I have two very similar books. I have Agnes at the End of the World, and then I have another one somewhere in here. And it's about a girl who lives in like a Judgment Day, doomsday type cult, and they don't believe in medicine and all of that, but her brother is very, very sick. And he has diabetes, and so basically it's her starting to question the upbringing that she has. I have a book. I kept going back and forth if I wanted this or not, and it was like only like $4 on Book Outlet, so I got it. And that is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow, and it is in a world where sirens are kept like under lock and key. And Tavia is a siren, and then you have Effie, who is their best friends trying to navigate junior year while Effie is a siren. And then Tavia, everything changes in the aftermath of a siren murder trial that rocks the nation when Tavia accidentally lets out her magical voice at the worst possible moment. So I think it sounds really interesting. This is the type of book, like, I like the cover. I can see myself like sitting next to the pool reading this book, and that is absolutely what I want to do. And it sounds very interesting, kind of like a not urban fantasy, but like realistic fantasy, if that makes sense, like fantasy in our world. All right, I next got The God Game by Danny Tobey, and this is a book. It's kind of similar to it's striking me as similar to Ready Player One, which I really liked. It is a video game controlled by a mysterious artificial intelligence that everybody's want to play. And it seems harmless at first, and then, things kind of become very real and very dangerous, and just people get addicted to the game, and that's the part that really reminded me of Ready Player One. And I loved that book. I got another book I've been wanting for a long time, and that's The Lion's Den by Catherine St. John. And this is about a woman who goes away with her friend on her friend's yacht, and then the host turns out to be very controlling and trying to control a bunch of the women there, and it sounds like they're trying to just escape and make it off the yacht alive. And I've seen this quite a few places, and it sounds really good. Two more books. I have Lakewood by Megan Giddings, and this is about a woman named Lena, and her grandmother has just died, and she realizes that her family is struggling financially, so she decides to take a job in the remote town of Lakewood, Michigan, and participate in a secret research program. And the consequences and dealing with the consequences of these supposedly miraculous cures, such as turning brown eyes blue, golden pill promised to make all bad thoughts go away, and a medication that could cure dementia. And so I just thought it sounded really interesting. Really, really dog. I have no idea what she's doing. She's digging on my lid. And I've had this on my wish list for a while. And finally, I have The Girl Behind the Red Rope by Ted Decker and Rachel Decker. And this is about, once again, there's a terrible scourge unleashed on the world, but the main character and her friend and her community were hidden deep in the hills of Tennessee. It's a religious-based community, And then they see their first outsider in many, many years. And so she starts to question, you know, did the world really end and what's going on? So it sounded similar to me, a little bit like Agnes at the End of the World. And I really like cults and fringe religions and everything. So it sounded like a lot of interesting reads to do. So in all, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I shouldn't have counted. New books. A lot of them came either from Book of the Month or I got them like really cheap. I didn't pay more than like $10 for any of these except my Book of the Month book. And so I'm so excited to read all of these. I don't know. I think I definitely want to do Mirage sooner than later, along with the Grishaverse and Sunland Ascends. I definitely will get to Sky Falling this month because I've been doing my Book of the month that they come out. The rest, I have no idea when I'm going to read them, but I'm super excited. Well, some of them I'm going to do during my Pride Month readathon, but the rest, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm so excited for all of these books. If you made it this far, comment down below. Tell me what's a new book that you just got, and comment with the tree emoji. So I will see you guys later. Bye.